as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the LA Chargers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Meanwhile, Fields still there, complete to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Fields going to change things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left.
Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Fields.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Throwing on third down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Touch 50, touch 50. Got it. Zebra.
Now it's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Allen's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that putting it in my head and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. You look at this Bears defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
What?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now motion left with Mooney. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, they go back to Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Herbert once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now second and 9. To throw is Wilson. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson. He's got it to Williams.
Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hey, 0-0-0. Start.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Allen has it, left side. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Wilson wants a different look.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Fields now on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now it's Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Fields now to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Wilson's throw taken in by Palmer.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it is 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
Now 2nd and 5.
Check. Go. Took right.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Listen. Bang out. Bam. Alert.
Now it's Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To throw again is Wilson, eluding the pressure right.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
There. Alert.
Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Chargers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Herbert powering up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Hey, Go.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And there is nowhere
for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson changing the play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now from Dicker. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here we go, son.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.